Although I love shooting on manual, this tilt shift lens is like a different game altogether. So in this shot, right, what we are seeing really is the construction of the north-south corridor. Construction sites are fairly plenty in Singapore, but they're usually hoarded up. And to get to a point where you can look in, it's fairly rare. The point at which I'm standing actually is an overhead bridge. So from here, I like that there is a contrast of this piece of construction sort of intruding into a space that is part of the city and functional for everyone. My plan really is to create like a miniature effect of how this construction is going on, because it's always so menacing to me when I pass by, and I wanted to make it, you know, like a toy-like feeling. I have this on video, and I have it right now on 5.6. I have two dials to choose from. One is a top-down shift, and the other is a left-right shift. So the lens is composed of glass elements that are sort of dislocated from each other. So when you have a normal lens, you just have the pieces of glass in this manner, right? And then the bokeh comes from the convex of the glass. But in the tilt shift lens, the bokeh shifts in a parallel plane. The tilt shift lens is a really heavy lens. The lens is heavy, the body is heavy, the tripod is heavy. So I would say it's not a very nimble piece of equipment, and you can't exactly move very fast because of its purely like manual dials. Firstly, you have to focus manually, and then you have to tilt vertically and also horizontally manually. So there are actually sort of 3 rings that you got to turn before you get your composition and focus correct. Despite all these, what I really like is the way the creaminess happens within the frame itself. It's the way it bokehs out in a very planar fashion. In a normal lens, when you open and close your aperture, the bokeh is usually circular or hexagonal. But in a tilt shift, the creaminess goes out in a straight plane. It can create a miniature effect, and it works particularly well with a very busy environment where a lot of things are going on and you are a specific distance away. You're able to capture a lot of foreground, middle ground, and the background goes really far beyond. So the effect in the tilt shift lens gives it really like a very specific character. It makes the photo very unique, and that's why I love it so much. I don't know if you've ever experienced that no matter how high or low you go in a building, there's no way you can sort of find like straight parallel lines. Using a normal lens, what you do is to photograph it with more width along the frame, and then hope that you could go back in post and then start straightening the lines in your computer. The image just gets cropped too much. So the tilt shift lens comes into play. You can compose immediately to get lines that are perfectly straight.